Just 21 days ago, at the time of recording this, the Cowboys had a calamitous loss to the 49ers. Dak and the offense struggled heavily, and the defense got battered and shattered by McCaffrey and the O-line. But now, just 21 days later, Dak and the offense have responded by putting together two of their best games of the year. This game is nothing new for the Cowboys. However, what is new and what's hopeful and what's exciting is the Cowboys offense is the one that led the way to this blowout win. Mike is making adjustments and getting on a groove. Dak is starting to use his legs more, extending plays. CD is just CD, but finally getting his targets. The Cowboys have struggled on offense, but have been gritting it out week to week and finally put it together in this game and found the end zone. The only thing that isn't clicking just yet is the run game. They've had their spurts here and there, but overall it's been a struggle for Tony, Rico, and the O-line. Dak's running game, however, has been the total opposite, and it's no coincidence. Dak starting to escape the pocket and use his legs more to extend plays has led to two of his best games of the year. This is prime Dak. No one should question that he's a good QB. And honestly, when he's on, I would argue he's up there with anybody in the league. It just comes down to what I've said plenty of times: consistency. And one position that can help determine that is receivers. CD had one of his best games, 12 targets, 2 Ds, over 150 yards. I love seeing Mike start to scheme for him and Dak starting to feed him the ball. Good things happen when he gets the ball. He's got one of the best sets of hands in the league. He's always catching the ball with his hands, and it just sticks. It just pair that with his unique yak ability, and there's no question Richard Sherman is wrong. He is not overhyped. He's a true number one, if not one of the best in the league. From there, though, Turpin is really coming into his own in the special teams, and that is leaking into the passing game. Brandon Cooks is coming into his groove, finding the end zone back-to-back weeks. In terms of Gallup, I still haven't lost hope. He's been quiet, but no matter what, you can always count on him to make difficult, crucial catches. Catches that the Cowboys will need later on in the year. It's only a matter of time that he will break through. One player that has broken through, though, is Jerome Bland. The Cowboys are so lucky to have him, and I've never seen a Cowboys player have this many pick sixes in my life. I mean, he's got more receiving touchdowns than all of these receivers listed. What a steal from the 5th round, and what a savior he has been for the Cowboys. Don't get me wrong, it's such a bummer not seeing him and Trayvon out there together, but man, has he stepping up after the Trayvon Diggs injury and come into his own. Now, there is some criticism I've been seeing from the fans start to pop up. Donovan Wilson and Jordan Lewis have been catching some slack, and Donovan Wilson actually fired back. Hell yes. To me, that fan comment is totally uncalled for. I understand that Donovan Wilson hasn't had his best game so far. However, Donovan Wilson is coming off an injury and is probably still trying to get back to his groove. Just like Jordan Lewis, you cannot deny the impact they have had, and they still have for this team, but especially the impact they've had for the previous years. They are two big pieces in this defense, and I feel their dominance and their production over the past couple years has exaggerated the little struggles they have had this year. In other words, I'm not worried. And someone that I'm really not worried about is Brandon Aubrey. Hell of a kick, and he just needs to keep building that confidence because those big kicks will be needed, and I would not be surprised if they're needed next week. What an exciting game this next one is, and it's going to have the intensity that the Niners game had. The biggest question, though, is are they going to show up all 3 phases? It's going to be a great test no matter what, and hopefully they will show up. They were feeling good going into the Niners game, and they're feeling good going into this game. The difference to me is that they got the experience of the Niners game, and the offense is actually rolling. The offense is on a groove right now, which gives me confidence that they can ball out in Philadelphia. Dak just needs to play how he's played against the Eagles his entire career. This game is crucial for seeding. The NFL is wide open right now, and it's a reminder that the NFL is a week-to-week league. Teams have been hot and they have been cold. no different from the Cowboys. At the end of the day, there's still a lot of football to be played, and the best is ahead for many football teams. That postseason push is coming, and the Cowboys can take a big leap with this win. They can jump to first in the NFC East and first in the NFC Conference, which just chips away at the goal of getting home field advantage for the playoffs. Look, getting home field advantage for the playoffs would be so big for the Cowboys. They have been 11-0 in their last 11 games at home. No matter what though, the game should be an exciting one. It's going to be tough. The offense cannot start out cold again and cannot have those 3-and-outs start lurking like they did in the Niners game, because it just puts too much stress on the defense, especially when the opposing offense is just hammering the run game and so run game heavy. The defense is going to need rest, so the time of possession is going to be a big factor in this game, which means the run game is going to have to show up, which is a little concerning, but I feel they can do it. I have no idea where this game's going to go, but hopefully it'll be an exciting, good game. Hopefully they show up, and hopefully they get a big win and getting 3 in a row. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you for watching and have a great week. Peace.